Good morning, you beautiful souls. Welcome to your morning messages with me, Michelle. My voice is a little froggy because I haven't talked to any humans yet this morning. So on my channel, we talk about all things spirituality, awakening, how to cope with grief, how to cope with life changes, how to be awesome, how to love ourselves. And today I was guided to grab a book from my bedroom. It's called Lasting Love. It says the Feel the Fear Guide to Lasting Love. Sorry, totally butchered that. By Susan Jeffers. So I don't know. My guide said to grab it, and I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I'm going to pull a page and see what happens. And in this type of book, it's like pulling a page, we could be like dead in the middle of a story. So, or her teachings, but let's see what we get. I've already blessed my space. I've opened sacred space. So let's get this Monday started off with some love. Okay. Ooh, I'm already liking this. Turn to a random page. There's a bunch of little paragraphs. My eye was immediately drawn to one. It says number 5. I have no idea what this relates to. What are we counting? Love lessons. All right, we're number 5 on love lessons. All right, it says, remember that you may be right or you may be wrong. Ooh, I love this. Sometimes our anger is about our perception of a situation. When we are angry about something, it is best to approach it not as right or wrong, but as this is how it feels to me. In such cases, actually in all cases, it is better not to blame, but to take responsibility for our upset. For example, if you feel your mate is driving too fast, it's not, pull back, you're driving too close to the car in front of you. Don't say that. In this case, you are casting blame, but who is right and who is wrong? Obviously, your mate is comfortable with the situation. The reality is simply that the situation is making you uncomfortable. A more effective and accurate communication is, darling, I get nervous when you are so close to the car in front of us. It would make me feel more comfortable if you pulled back a bit. This response isn't about being right or wrong, but simply about your own comfort. Maybe he or she will pull back, maybe not. It works for me, but at least you've approached the situation in a loving manner and one that doesn't make your mate wrong. I love that. And my mentor taught me this a while back about our delivery and always coming from a space of love before we speak. So, are we coming in attack mode? Are we taking a breath and identifying? And it really is this, what I was just about to say. This is what it is. It's, can you pause and be in the present moment and identify what's being triggered in you? So, again, why did that make you feel uncomfortable? Because you have a fear of getting in a car accident. And then, or you have a fear of getting hurt, or you have a fear of not being able to trust somebody else that's driving and you like to be in control in your own life. So starting to reflect on all of that in that moment. And when you are in the present moment, you're aware of your thoughts, you can see the stories that you tell yourself. Now the universe is giving you practice by bringing you another human being in a little bit of a challenging situation and saying, okay, now that we've awakened, now that we are identifying our stories, now here's the chance to practice it. Are we going to let our fear drive our conversations? So that conversation could have went south if you were like, some people are physical and they hit their partner and they're like, slow down. Some people just brace and quickly grab the door and they're like, come on, and they're just in panic and in fear in their own body. And that's why they're responding so abruptly like that. So we have to learn to take note of, okay, this makes me feel uncomfortable. He's driving a little close. How can I diffuse myself in my fear and come from love and share that statement of, hey, babe, like what I would say is, hey, babe, I feel like a little unsafe when you're driving super close to that car. And that's all I would say. I wouldn't tell him what to do. I wouldn't say, I just wouldn't demand anything. I would just let him know that I don't feel safe right now. And most partners want you to feel safe. So they'll take action to remedy that. And it's all about like an endearing word too. Like if you can start with like, hey babe, or like honey, or I think she used darling. Yeah. And you express what is happening in your body at that moment so that they can find compassion for you. But if you come at them and you say, you're doing this wrong, you're not going to get, and they're not going to receive what you're trying to say. And this goes for all. Thank you, Spirit, for this message today. I was wondering why I grabbed that book. This goes for all communication and partnerships. And one of my favorite things to do is to guide people back to love and to guide people to fall more in love with who they are so that we can elevate our planet. So this message is not just related to like scenarios like that in your car, it's related to everything. You know, every time you talk to your family members, especially to kids, I'm really passionate about that. I was a teacher for 17 years and I would teach in my classroom. I would tell my students, you know, what's normal, what's healthy, what they should be looking for, what's missing in their own lives, and then teach them how to not repeat the patterns that they're getting at home. And one of the patterns is communication between people. So we would do exercises in my classroom where they would have to start off with an endearing statement or word with their classmates. They'd be like, hey babe, to the kid next to them in class. And it was guiding them to diffuse their fear and immediately start to think, how can I get creative with expressing my needs right now without being reactive? And it's such a powerful thing in all relationships and in guiding people back to love and in helping your own personal relationships. And if you're a parent and if you're talking to your kids this way, you want to be gentle. You want to make sure that if you're trying to protect your child from getting hurt, you can't just say, don't do that. They're not going to receive that. We have to come with love. We have to come with, hey, hey, little one, I see an opportunity where you could possibly hurt yourself and I don't want you to hurt yourself. So maybe you could try this. And a lot of people might be listening to this right now being like, Michelle, you're crazy. No parent is going to respond that way in the moment when they're rushed, they're pressed for time. They have a million things going on. They have stress in their life, but guess what? That's part of their mission, is to get control of their own emotions so that they can guide their children. I believe that parents, this is just my personal belief and how I this is my lens and how I like to look at life, is I believe our parents, our children are our teachers. So they are helping us grow. When we have kids, they are here for us and they're teaching us lessons. We're not here to teach them. But it's also like we're side by side. So your kids are on a different, they're here to teach us, but yes, you've experienced more life and they haven't, but they also have some wisdom inside of them that is going to press you and push you to grow. So we have to understand that if we can talk to them like we're next to them and we're not above them, they will receive more of what we have to say. And that's what I learned in my classroom for that long period of time that I taught, was that if I really wanted to reach a kid with a lesson or with whatever I was trying to offer, I had to meet them. I had to be next to them. I couldn't be above them. I couldn't be below them. I had to get down to their level, whether that's energetically, like talking to them through the language that they use, or physically. Maybe they're sitting in a desk and I would squat down at the front of the desk and I'd be like, how are you feeling today? Is there anything I can do for you? What's going on? I noticed that you're just not your chipper self. I'm here if you want to talk. No worries if you don't want to open up. You can stay after class if you want to, but I see you and I just want to let you know that I'm thinking about you. And I would go and stop at different desks throughout the class because I could notice the patterns in certain kids. And I knew that other teachers were seeing that and being like, why aren't you doing your work? Get your head off your desk. Let's go. Come on. And I didn't want to be that kind of teacher. I wanted to be at their level. Also, like establishing a boundary, like I'm your teacher, I'm not your friend, but also let me talk to you like you're a human and let me get down to your level and let me be your match. Let me be your mirror. Let me be a sounding board. So I challenge all of you parents out there listening right now that we have to meet our kids where they're at. And we have to understand that sometimes we have to surrender and understand that they're teaching us lessons too. And I'm a mom, but my daughter has passed, but I have nieces and nephews, and I have students for a really long period of time. I know it's not the same as raising kids in your home and stuff. So what I should say is I've never raised children, but I've been around children for a really long period of time, and I've learned these tools, and I know that it's really successful. And the proof is in how my students still feel about me, how my nieces and nephews still feel about me. And I want that for all of you. I want you to build a bridge. And that's funny. As I kept doing this, I just realized this is like a bridge. It's a bridge that's being met between you. My elbow is you. The other elbow is your child. And to build that bridge, we have to meet them where they're at. Wow, that was really beautiful. Thanks, Spirit. Sometimes I do things and it's not me. But then I'm like, holy shit, that was really cool. All right, so meet our kids where we're at, talk at their level. Delivery is everything with partnership too. If we're talking, to marriage, we have to bring our problems to our partner with love, and not, you're doing this and that pisses me off. You're doing this, you. We can't do that. We have to say, hey, babe, this is how I'm feeling. Can we sit down and talk about it? And can we diffuse it? And can we maybe find a solution to help me release this? I don't know what's happening to me. I don't know why I'm feeling triggered. Can we talk it out? And that's that bridge. That's connecting through love and not through fear. Fear would be blame. Fear would be comparing, judgment, and just coming at somebody with the you. So let's refrain from doing that. Okay. What am I feeling called to use? Sorry, guys, I'm feeling like another book. The Journey to the Heart is staring at me. And I just heard, let's take a few breaths. Okay, so somebody out there needs a few breaths. Do our 4 count breathing. 4 in, hold in for 4, 4 out, hold out for 4. Ready? Here we go. All right. Little heaviness in the chest. I don't know about anybody else, but I love rubbing my chest. It just feels like I'm moving energy. I don't know if I am, but it just feels so good just to rub my chest. So anytime you're feeling any kind of heaviness, or you just feel like maybe you're yawning a lot and you feel like you can't get that good yawn, just do a little rubbing. It's super helpful. And do those 4 count breathing. Okay. I think it's actually called 4 square breathing. All right, Spirit, what do you want us to read today? June 24th, restore your natural balance. Seek healing, a refilling of energy and spirit as soon as you see that you need it. You don't have to push yourself to give, do, or perform when what your body, mind, and soul and emotions need is to heal. Seek and support your natural balance. Listen to your body, listen to your soul, and both will tell you what they need and when. If you aren't certain what you need, ask. Ask your body what you need. I say this often. What do you need? Are you okay? Ask your heart what to do next. Ask God and the universe to help. Find the balance that's right for you. Become sensitive to your needs. When you become stressed, depleted, and out of sync, in need of healing, seek help immediately. Nurture and care for yourself until you're in balance once again. Inhale, receive. Exhale, give back. Yes, we just did our breathing. I was bringing you guys back to your natural balance. How perfect. Your natural balance is as necessary as breathing. Holy shit. The inhaling is the breathing in of life's energy. The exhaling is the sharing of your resources. You wouldn't expect to exhale if you hadn't inhaled. So it goes with healing, with our life force, with our energy. You cannot give it out if you don't take it in. Find the balance of receiving and giving, of the taking in of energy and the giving out of energy that works for you. Let the balance become natural. See how much more you do and are. See how much better you feel when you keep your life force vital. Spirit, you are so fucking funny. I cannot believe it. We were just guided to breathe. And then I pull a page and it literally says, inhale, receive, exhale, give back. And I believe that goes along with this too. When you give love in your partnerships and with your children, guess what you're going to get back? You're going to get back what you've been craving, which is love, and what you've been missing. And you're restoring that balance. So awesome. Do you guys see how this works? I freaking love this so much. June 24th. I will never forget that. All right, let's get to the cards. Yeah, let's do it. All right, I'm feeling called to use my Work Your Light deck. If anyone is wondering about my beads, this was a necklace. It's actually like if I pull it all out, it's like a necklace that I believe I used to wrap it 3 times. Yeah, I used to wear this when I was teaching or when just whatever in a cute outfit. And I wore it the year that my daughter was born and the year that my daughter passed away. So I keep this with me in my readings because I feel like it's her with me. So it's always on my table with all of my cards. It makes all my photos look really beautiful. I'm all about the aesthetics of how things look. It just makes me feel good to make things look pretty. Okay. So Micah is with us. Her name was Micah, or is Micah. She was born on 7/13. So anytime I see 7/13 on the clock or the number 13, we are all about celebrating her. And she sends me hearts wherever I go. I have a heart on my hand, and then I have a heart on my chest, heart shirt. My sister-in-law got me this shirt. Stacy, you're the best. High five. Okay, don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? Matching colors. Again, Spirit likes to dance with my outfits. It like knows what I'm going to wear. Literally, look at this girl's outfit. It's purple and pink. Purple and pink. So where are you dimming your light? Where are you not being your truest version of yourself in your life? You know, are you kind of being a chameleon in groups of friends and not speaking your truth? At work, are you kind of not speaking up when somebody's making you feel uncomfortable? In your partnership, you know, since we had that, the Feel the Fear guide to lasting love, are you not comfortable feeling that fear? And you're just immediately like shushing yourself. You're not speaking your truth. You are not telling your partner your needs, and then you're letting it stew, and then it builds, and then you hold such resentment. So you can shine, you can speak your truth, you can be real, you can be authentic, you can say what's on your mind. You're worthy of it. Because if you speak it, then it becomes real, and then it can be healed. But if you dim and you shrink yourself and you're like, no, I don't want to say that. I'm scared of what will happen. No, you got this. Don't dim, shine that light. And I just heard a voice say, I have no clue if this is the message that I'm supposed to be relaying. So I need to confirm this. Excuse me, I just burped, and that's usually a sign that Spirit is messing with my throat chakra. Move. This is the Chariot card in the tarot. Number 7 as well. I also feel like this is give and take. So see the 2 hands? It's kind of like the receiving. Interesting. Give me a second here. What messages are you wanting to come through with these 2 cards? It feels like they don't match. Like I feel like I can't find a relationship between the 2. So just give me a second. Okay. Thank you. I got it. So fast movement. So a chariot is like, it's coming in fast, right? It's the balancing, the giving, the taking, the yin yang, the masculine, the feminine. And it's like something's coming in fast and you're going to need to shine your light. So whatever is coming towards you, maybe it's a new opportunity and you're going to be called to break free from keeping yourself small. But there's something being brought to you. It's like either love, an opportunity. It's like the heart is being given to you, right? Oh my God, I didn't even realize I was just talking about Micah and we got a card with a heart on it. Duh. That's how I'm just so used to seeing hearts that sometimes it doesn't even faze me, but thank you, Micah. But maybe Micah is bringing you some love and bringing you an opportunity and you have to open your hands to receive it. Yes. And if you see the swirly energy, that means it's kind of like a tornado, like it's coming in fast and you're going to need to open your eyes and shine bright and allow it in and accept it and then share it. Because a big piece of that book about lasting love is sharing it. So once you are reaching that state of, okay, like I'm really good with my communication with my partner. We got this down. We're in the flow. And I also see flow here too. Like, right? Don't you feel like it's just, you're in the flow, you're feeling good. And I always say being in the flow with the universe, when you're seeing signs and you're having synchronicities and things are happening, when you're in love with somebody and you're feeling like you're in the flow, you have to share that. Because when you share your love, whether that's going places with your partner and shining bright with them, and or maybe starting a YouTube channel with them, and you two start sharing your messages and sharing your life lessons and sharing your love, that helps us. That helps other people see how to be. And when you're in a partnership with somebody and it's healthy and it's harmonious and you're in the flow, you are an example for others. You're being called to be the example, because so many people are in those toxic relationships where they're stemming from fear. They're not able to communicate. They don't know how to communicate. So this is a very unique message right now. I feel like this is only for a select few of people. But if you have a friendship or a partnership where you're opening yourself up to love and it's a chariot, it's coming in towards you, it's coming for you, you want to hop in and go for the ride and express along the way, share your light with the world. Don't dim, I don't know the feeling that they're trying to give me. I'm going to ask one more card. My hair is driving me nuts today. All right. Holy shit. Holy shit, you guys. This is like a mirrored twin flame, deep soulmate, soul tie connection. Swans are graceful. They're partners for life. They're mates for life. They're mirroring each other through their whole life. And it's almost like they've been on this similar journey for so long. And now the chariot is coming and saying, hey, like they've been parallel the whole time. And the chariot's coming in to saying, it's about time. Let's hop in on the ride together and let's go share our love with the world. Wow. Let's hop on the back of the horse. And the horse is the chariot. I'm going to show you what the chariot card looks like in this deck. Holy freaking shit. I knew it. Well, I didn't know it, but I just didn't understand why the chariot was coming out with that dim your light card. Where is it? Come on, spirit. Like literally the chariot card is a white horse and a black horse in this deck. And you know what? They just guided me to read that too. Watch, it's going to be like the last card. I know. Oh, here it is. Yay. Thank you, spirit. Look. It's coming in. It's coming in hot. Again, look at the colors. So powerful. All right, let's read the chariot card from that deck. So the horse from the animal deck was solely picked I mean, maybe my ego is quickly identifying it. Maybe there's no need. Maybe it's just here because it's here and there's building momentum. The horse usually means like strength training, momentum, something's coming, like you're going to go fast, hop on the horse's back. There's freedom. This means freedom. And it's just such a similar energy. The wind blowing through the horse's hair, they're moving fast, there's momentum, something's coming in. Love is coming in. It's going to be an equal give and take, giving and receiving. It's going to be a relationship like I described where you communicate with love. You're not trying, none of you, either of you are not speaking from fear because you've worked through all of your patterns and your stories. Okay, the Chariot, let's go to, here we go. The universe constantly gifts us the opportunity to become the person we want to be. It's a magical time for taking inspired action. Push ahead with willpower and determination because you will get there. Remember, inaction is the same as deciding to stay still. The Chariot reminds you that while you're on the way to your goal, you need to make decisions about your best path forward. If you feel pulled in two different directions, know that you will be able to coax both of those energies towards the same target. Charging ahead without paying attention to your path can sometimes be harmful to those in your wake. So take care not to trample on others on the way up to the mountain. Choose the thing you really want, focus your efforts, and move swiftly. If you aren't sure what your direction is, then it's time to make some plans, align goals, and spark dreams. I love this. I choose who I am becoming, and I run toward it with conviction and consistent motion. Consistent motion here. So the Chariot in most other tarot decks, it's kind of like your chariot's coming in. It's almost related to love. But in her deck, which I was guided to read, it's all about you and you moving forward in a direction that works for you. So whatever that may be, like I said, it could be an opportunity. You know, it could be an opportunity in love or just an opportunity for some sort of change in your life. And it's coming in fast. There's lots of momentum. There's freedom in this decision. When you make this decision, you're going to feel more free. And it's screaming love to me because the heart, the swans, this is all about partnership and a partnership that has an equal give and take because you mirror each other. You've learned all the same lessons. You're just in two different bodies, learning them at different speeds. And now you're finally aligning and it's time to come together. And this is a twin flame card too, with the yin and the yang, the black and the white horse. So freaking awesome. What a good start to our day. Let's end with one universe card and then we'll wrap up this reading. I have no idea how long we've been going, but I know whoever stays for these long readings, then these messages are for you. Oh, guided just to pull the top card. True healing occurs when I give myself permission to feel whatever feelings live below the triggers. So good. True healing occurs. And I see this as when you can finally do your healing, you get to that space where in every conversation that you have, you're choosing love, whether it's with your kids, whether it's with your partner, you feel like you've made it. You're like, wow, I don't respond. I don't react anymore. I'm always thinking, how can I nurture the person in front of me while also not abandoning myself and my own needs? And that's true healing. When you finally love yourself enough to be aware in the present moment, you're nurturing other people, nurturing yourself. And if somebody is not aligned with that, you can still find compassion for them and not absorb that into your body. It's almost like you're shielded now, where you can hold space for them and see their pain and see that they're not quite done their healing yet, and having compassion for where they are. So beautiful. Yay. So, so good. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you guys have a lovely Monday. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, donate, do whatever you want to do to help me get these messages out there. I would greatly appreciate it. All right, lovies, have a good one. I'll see you in the next video.